Squile, yeah, no, yeah. I'm just going to pull this down just a bit. Sorry, whoever's taking this, I'll put it back up. But of course, I ran into a cousin and he was teasing me. So I'm sorry that it took me a minute to get up here. You blame my cousin. Squile, T'uy't'tanat Cease Wyss, and Skwalowin, and Skwalowin Siyam Slulem. Welcome everybody to the traditional lands and waters of the Skwx wolf, the Wamaquean and the Tsleil-Waututh peoples. Shared unceded lands that we live on and that we fight for, and yes, it's all stolen land. And I want to share a song that actually frames us in that. As I was shared, that this song is a song that we sent our leaders off to England when the great Iron Horse arrived here in Vancouver. And before that happened, all of our leaders knew that something big was happening and that there was going to be this thing that could take them across the country to the other body of water, the other part of the ocean on the other side, on the shorelines where my dear lobster came from. Michelle and I are like, we call each other lobster and salmon. So from the salmon shores to the lobster shores, our people went. And then they hopped on a ship and they went to England. And from what I could tell, it happened in winter because I saw a photo of one of our leaders walking around in London, and there was an article written about our people showing up to meet with the monarchy, meet with the king, and let him know that we're never giving up our lands and waters. And so the royal family took off thinking, oh, well, in 2 weeks, those natives will leave and they'll go home because they'll give up. I mean, I'm thinking it must have taken a couple of months to get there, so there's no way they're leaving in 2 weeks. So they waited another 2 weeks and the family came back to England and they met with them and they told them that we're never giving up our lands and waters. So this song is important to me because for many reasons, to know that this is a song that our leaders carried with them to say those words and to continue today to say that we are protecting these lands and that they are stolen and that people living here are uninvited guests. So, it's an important thing to remember those things. And I'm here to honor my dear sister, the lobster, Michelle Sylliboy, and this really beautiful work, and I really raise my hands up to her and the amazing work she's been doing since she went home to her shoreline and to work within her community and to witness everything that we've all witnessed. And Michelle being an educator and being, a big force for young Indigenous people in education, it really wasn't surprising for me that she would take the time to put such a thoughtful and important work together. So I'm going to share the Siyam Slulem, and usually we're doing this on the shore, and afterwards, after the feast, you all go home, okay? So, ha.
The translation is Land of the Fall, because it's quite foggy. It is an island. This work is a very powerful piece for me. I think it's one of my most powerful pieces I've done. It honors the children that are being found at all the residential school properties. So each light box is a message that I had people, not myself, every time I do art, I involve the community. And last year, and it was actually, to this day, I was going through Facebook likes to remind you what goes on in your memory file. And I debuted these boxes at Nocturne Art at Night Festival in Halifax. And it was 1 year ago today. So coast to coast debuts. And the original concept of this project came out of another Art at Night festival in ntininaq. They call that festival Ntininaq. And during that festival, I collaborated with musicians. I really enjoy collaborating with musicians because they bring another element to art as a way of invoking emotion, which is why I wanted Maggie and Cease to tap into that other layer of communicating to spirit, whether it's inside of you or to our ancestors. And so each time I created work around the language, because the weji'skesnik language, which is what we call the written language, the settlers call it hieroglyphics. When I started doing my research around the language, I asked my elder, what do we call these? And she was told by her elders, and that's broken up into two words. Is a sucker fish, and weji'skesnik means writing. So when a sucker fish is leaving their marks, because the language is descriptive, and we describe things as we see it, which is why it's difficult to pinpoint what each word means. So we basically have hundreds of dialects. So, because you could be in a room full of fluent speakers, and if you ask them, how do you say something, you'll get a room full of responses. So it becomes a very interesting, very complex language system. So part of my dissertation, doing my doctorate degree, and this is one of my projects, I've done several. I wrote a book of poetry, and I actually wanted people to collaborate with me and write poetry, but they were too intimidated. So I had to create an example of what we can do with the language, because the language right now, the only thing that's published are Catholic prayers. And so what I wanted to do was, the whole focus of my fieldwork and my dissertation was to promote the language and modernize it using art as a way to invoke that expression. And since I started this journey, music has been created out of my poetry book, and other future scholars are doing their graduate fieldwork. I'm about to go to Vienna this winter to look at some of the documents that were translated. So the work that you see in the hall, the map, I'm going to create. Before you leave, I want you to take time and think about the children being found in this residential school properties and write a message. And draw out the hieroglyphic, write the translation, and put it on the map of the residential schools. Because I'm going to create an interactive digital art display with that piece, because we are all part of this history, this shared history. And it's not just Indigenous people that didn't know about it. The survivors knew. They knew that their relatives or loved ones were buried or murdered or whatever. And so, but it took a long time for the government to listen. And so this piece came out of shortly after Kamloops introduced the 215. And I was just about to do the workshop when Kamloops announced. And so I completely changed the workshop and said, okay, we're going to, I want you to think about the children. During the performance, at that particular workshop, they were making cardboard light boxes. And they're the same shape as this, but imagine them made out of cardboard. We gave each audience member a flashlight, and we lit up the whole room while we sang, and it was very powerful. But nobody took those light boxes home. So I brought them home, and I realized, put them all together, and I thought, wow, I should create real light boxes. So I submitted a proposal to Nocturne, and they loved the idea because it came from another art at night festival. And I think Derek saw it at Nocturne, and he invited me here. So I'm very honored. So thank you, Derek. So let's thank Derek. Where are you, Derek? Yeah. So this is it's a layered community approach to how history needs to be acknowledged, and we don't want it to be repeated. Because there are people who still, to this day, and I met them, who deny that this happened. Even with all the evidence, there's people out there who say, that didn't happen, you're lying. So this work is really important because we have to have that discussion with each other as neighbors. So this is the result of it, from my artistic expression. So I hope you enjoy it. My girl is going to start us up. So come on up, Renae. Renae and my girl are going to honor us, and we're going to, walk around and show everybody how these boxes work. You'll have to come close as much as possible to the light boxes for them to light up. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
People that know her. Years back, what is it, year 2000, I think, when I first met her. And it was all about food. I'm hungry, please feed me. And it sure sounds like everybody knows that.
Don't tell that story.
But either way, I just want to acknowledge her. You know, like she did an amazing job, very emotional. And I think a lot of the people here have ancestors, family that went to residential school, and we are the effects of it. And like I said, it's very, very emotional. And thank you for letting me interrupt your performance, sir. What's your name?
Heather.
Heather, thanks Heather for letting me say a few words. And it is, Michelle, you did great, leaving the Vancouver snowboard.
this song. The song is from my brother, the late Frank Satie, who sing this song with Skwx. And it's to honor all life, to honor the 4 leggings, the 2 leggings, those little bugs, but to be grateful for the life that we have. We want to be in these bodies, these spirits, in these bodies that we have for the moment. Why?